What's up, everybody? It's DJ REYMO, Power 105.1. This is the Powers Industry, home of new music and entertainment. Our producer, co-host is Ahmed. Ahmed, how you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man.
You know who our guest is today?
Yeah, my man, Kevin, man, a.k.a. Grimace off Power. What's up, baby?
What's actor, good, comedian, Brooklyn representative.
That's right.
Used to snatch chains back in the day?
Not me. People used to snatch chains from me.
Oh, okay. You were the victim.
I was always the victim.
Bro.
You're the nice guy.
You like 6'5". What are you talking about? We was like the gentle giant?
Bro, I'm 6'5" now. Back then, I was like, this what I was tight. I was shorter than all my sisters till like high school.
At what age was your growth sprout?
Probably, I didn't grow until like I was 16, maybe 17.
Oh, wow.
I went to Trinidad on the summer and I came back.
Oh, that's where you from, Trinidad?
Yeah, my family, my mother's side's from Trinidad. And I went there for the summer. I came back. I shot up to like 6'1".
And where's the other half from?
My parents always said, play basketball. You get taller. Play basketball. Do you think that has anything to do with like the stretching and the jumping? Maybe. I didn't play a lot of basketball, so I'm not short either, ladies.
Yo, side note, some people might just know me as Avery. Kevin's my government, but I went by Avery because like when you join the Actors Union, you can't have the same name as somebody else. So I had Avery. Some people know me as Avery's, but yeah, I can call me Kevin.
It's better if we call you Avery because there's a lot of scammers out there on the internet.
That's true. Oh, wait, that's his full name? All right, cool. We're going to
find out. Let's go buy some furniture.
They're going to get shocked and alive. They try to open a credit card by name.
It's crazy.
So before we touch down on this whole power thing, let's just kind of do a walkthrough of the different things you've been on. Because you've been on a couple of things, man. Some major stuff.
Yes, so yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've done some things.
So I don't want people to just think, yo, you was on Power and that's it. You know what I mean? But, let's walk through it, man.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, you're going to have to remind me because I
know I started. So I'm a TV buff. So,
okay,
you know,
so I think.
The Last OG.
I did, The Last OG. That was dope. That was Tracy Morgan. A lot of fun.
The Punisher.
Punisher was a lot of fun. A lot of people saw that.
Yeah, what was that like?
Man, you know what's crazy? I like John Bernthal because I knew him from The Walking Dead. But when I got to work with him on set, he found out I used to play basketball. And can we? I don't want to.
You can curse.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess up your beep beep. Y'all niggas edit this shit out.
You got us editing.
Nah,
from Brooklyn, son.
Right? He talks so much shit once he found out I played basketball because he played at some of the same places I played to because he lived in Brooklyn for a couple of years.
Okay.
So when he was like, yo, man, you can't handle me on the court. I'm like, wait, John Bernthal talking shit about basketball to me? Like, what the hell world is this? And every day on set, he'd be like, yo, you trash, let's go. We never got to play, but when I did my last day on set, I bought him a gift. I got him a little basketball hoop that he put in his trailer, and I told him, yo, practice, work on your game, because when I see you next time, it's on site.
Oh, wow.
When I saw him at the premiere, he's like, nah, you don't want that smoke. And I was just like...
No talk back.
Yeah, no, I was like, I got to get him. I got to get him on the court at some point. But that was a ton of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. He's really good to work with.
So is Punisher, what is that? Is that Marvel or DC? Anything?
Marvel. Punisher's all Marvel.
So here's the rumor. When you do Marvel, my understanding is that you actually can't do any more other stuff. Is that true?
No, that's not true because I did, before I was on Punisher, I had done some Luke Cage.
And I remember that. That's why I'm asking the question.
I did a couple episodes of that, but it's work is work. You change your look, you know what I'm saying? Then nobody really knows you. Are you playing a different character? So, you know, I don't think that really stops you from getting other work. I mean, unless you were a major character. I wasn't a major character on Luke Cage. So it wasn't nothing for me to just kind of like, you know, do a different show.
Got you. And you know, I remember you was a dude on The Last OG. What was that like?
That was fun because Tracy Morgan got so much energy. You know, after everything that happened to him, he comes to set and he's like, good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning. You good? You good? My man, you good? They took care of you? All right, good. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? And I had a little fight scene. He was like, yo, this shit look mad real. Yo, I thought he was hitting him for real. Yo, that's crazy. But
that's just really him then.
That's him. And story design to cut you off, but like he didn't take the van with everybody else, bro. Every part of the set we went to, he would have his Rolls Royce. He had a Rolls Royce Phantom, and he had a guy drive him to different places. So we would all get in the van, and Tracy would hop in the Rolls. But I was like, I just laughed.
So he was cool, but he let niggas know they place.
Yeah, no, he had a little crazy flex on us.
Yeah, that's how REYMO do it with his, you know.
I'm about to say, what's wrong with that?
Just go to the corner store, get a Phantom. Just go to the corner store. But it was cool. It was funny. It made me laugh. I was like, oh,
all of us came in a Honda, and he's got you know what I mean, the Maybach and shit.
It's like, all right, I feel you.
Tracy Morgan. That's the ultimate flex.
Yeah. He was cool though. Cool. Made sure we were taken care of. And Tiffany Haddish. I got to meet her too. She was there that day too. Cool as shit. I don't know what people have problems with her, but I loved her, man. She was cool, down to earth, everything.
You guys usually keep a friendship after the shows, right? Like, y'all keep in contact.
I really wish I could say I
get a number. You, ain't, like, you got Instagram.
So wait,
though.
so if Tiffany, she like, nigga, I don't know you.
Bingo. I don't know you.
It's like security. I thought you was security, nigga. That's why I let you get near me.
You friendly on set, and then I was
good.
there for like a couple of days. I wasn't there for like a whole bunch of episodes. So, but
That is dope.
That was definitely fun too.
You did the breaks. I remember
did.
you from that.
Yeah, VH1. Yeah.
How's the checks with VH1? Are they good? Good checks, VH1?
The checks were all right. I don't know if y'all listened or remember the episode that I was on. They changed the voice that I had. Like, they gave me a line and then they dubbed it. That was the only thing I didn't like, because my voice did not sound like. Like, did you watch it? And the guy came on.
I watched, which I gotta remember that, but I watched it. I know.
He was like, "Yo, the guy voice came on, and y'all hear how I talk. This voice sounded like, yo, you gotta go." I'm like, that don't.
Why they did that to you?
I have no idea.
Is it because you black?
Oh, it must be. It might be, man. Might be. But I don't know. It was fun
I don't
though.
think that applies when it's just voiceovers. There's no color in voiceovers.
They didn't like that voice. They changed it. I don't know.
Trying to start some shit. Power to the people.
Method Man was on that too. I actually got to meet him, and y'all might not know this, but he knows how to do like magic tricks. I swear to God.
With the weed or without?
That was my next question.
That was I sold out, but he was really nice with it too. It was like, yo, he had like 3 or 4 really good tricks that he was like it was almost like David Blaine. And I was like, Johnny Blaze know how to hide a card and hide coins in his hand? To Cal? For real?
Yeah, they've been hiding weed, crack, you know what I mean? Like, it makes sense.
My brother's talented, I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Cool as hell though. Cool as hell.
What made you get into acting? What was your like bug to get you started into that? Because like, I don't know. I always wonder what you wake up one day and say, I'm gonna be an actor. Like how does that happen?
So it was 2 things. First was money, and the second one was my uncle. The money came as I do stand-up comedy, and I was doing stand-up for a couple of years, and I really wasn't making a lot of money. I wasn't getting anywhere. And one of my comedian friends was like, you want to make extra money, you should do some background acting. And you don't have to do a lot, because I really wasn't into it at that time. But she was like, nah, they'll give you $100, you get free food, you get to meet people. And I was like, yo, you had me at free food, I'm there. I get as, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, I'll just do that. You sit there for hours, you eat and you chill until they need you. You do like walk like 3 blocks and you go back and sit and hold it. So that's number 1. Number 2, once I actually started seeing some success doing the acting, it was kind of like a tribute to my uncle. He passed away. His name is Sullivan Walker. Many of y'all might not know that name, but if you watched The Cosby Show as a kid growing up, he did quite a few episodes of The Cosby Show. He was a prolific actor. He was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was on The Protector. He did a show. He did a theater show for August Wilson's play called 2 Trains Running. He was a very big West Indian actor. So whenever I tell people that's my uncle, like, who? And then they see the picture like, oh, yeah, I know that dude. So it was kind of like, I kind of got the bug once I started getting on. It's like, yeah, I want to do this now. My uncle did it. I think I could do this.
You played the grandpa and Get Rich and Die Trying too, right?
Oh, yes, right. Okay. So did you just Google it? Or
Yeah,
you
of course.
Yeah,
You think I'm
right.
these things?
That's right. And actually, I told 50 that too, and he remembered them too, so which was really cool for me.
Yeah.
Really cool. But yeah, so it's kind
He
of
was like, you have the pot, Bridget.
yeah, exactly.
Google is my friend, by the way.
Yeah,
Google
it's
is
the
my
best.
friend.
Yeah, it was cool though. That's what it was. Money at first, and then now I really enjoy what I'm doing. So now it's like getting paid to play pretend.
Right. What is your next level up? Like, what are you planning on? Anything? I know you're doing a lot of things right now. What do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself. I'm still continuing to act and being a great dad. I want my kid is 3 years old now. In 5 years, I want him to be in the NBA.
Wait a minute, you said at 8?
Yeah.
How tall would you think would he be?
Yo, he's like 3'7" now, and he's 3. So by the time he's 8, he gotta be at least right 6'5". I'll get him at least get him on the Knicks. They ain't doing so great. They could. Right, 5 years, which you think's gonna make a difference?
Brooklyn people gonna be mad at you.
Right?
Brooklyn people gonna
That's
be mad
all right.
at you.
That's all right. Y'all can be mad, but you won't be mad when he give you a championship. You won't be mad about that. Nah, but I see myself 5 years doing. I continuing to act. I want this level up to be great. I'm just enjoying the journey, and I can see myself on the show, maybe doing movies. I'm open to anything. As long as I'm able to express myself creatively and enjoy myself. You gotta enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, what are you doing?
We gotta have fun with it. That's my motto. Just have fun with this.
I used to have a job before I started acting too. I worked there for like 7 years.
Where? What did you do?
I used to work for Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Yeah.
So
I was renting cars.
Renting cars.
Yeah.
So you could tell me all the little loopholes and little tricks.
Oh, I can. They can't sue me. I don't work for the company no more.
Okay,
So
good,
yeah.
good.
But I hated it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hated it. I was miserable. Ballooned up to 288 pounds and.
Oh yeah.
This was stressful, bro.
Heavy guy sitting there dealing with everybody's complaints. I get it.
Bingo. So I was just like, nah, this ain't it. So that's kind of like where the comedy and the acting started. I just kind of like, let me just go see what I could do. Because I actually used to do radio and DJ. I don't know if you saw that. They told me I was doing some research on me. So yeah, it's all.
Yeah, I heard you wanted to be like some guy from another station. But we're not talking about him.
Yes, I did.
What was your DJ name? Like you asked this question to like Envy and they'd be like, my name was DJ Shrimp.
It was
like,
wasn't his name some weird?
Yeah, Shrimp.
What Shrimp?
I think it was Shrimp. Something like that.
Nah, it was for me. It was DJ Big Kev HD.
High definition.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was sounded cool at the time. What's the HD stand for? What you think, baby?
I want to be on TV in HD, 4K in your living room.
That too, yeah.
You had a premonition for it. You was already thinking ahead. You knew that it was coming.
I seen it coming down the line. I was ready for
it. Yeah. So there's a future for a DJ like myself to one day do TV stuff. I want to be an actor.
You can do anything, man. As long as you put the work in and you ready, and
man, you sound like one of them teachers. Yo, you can do anything.
I'm not trying to crush nobody's dreams.
I hear you.
You got a humpback, you can be on TV too.
You said a humpback, you can be on TV?
If you want to do it, you can. You just gotta stand up a little straighter, put a bag on your back or something, cover that up.
That is bananas. So what got you started in acting? Like really, really, like when did you realize that you had a gift for this?
All right, so whenever I do something, I always set goals for myself. When I was doing the background acting, I had set a goal of trying to be a background actor on every TV show that they had in New York. And I was getting on everything except for Power. So I had Law and Order, Orange is the New Black, a bunch of these shows background. And I was like, let me try to get on Power. I couldn't never get on it. So then like one day I seen a posting for like, they were looking for like a featured thug, or they called it valet because they didn't want to say thug.
Was that after you smacked Ghost or?
Damn. If you mean Ghost smack me, Grim never smack Ghost, boy. He always taking L's on that show, boy. This was like season 2. So it was like a featured part, and I put in for it and I got it. And then like I was like, cool, I did it. So I did a couple of episodes. I was background. They never had no name, no lines. And then I ran into Courtney Kemp, who's the creator of the show.
I fucking love her.
Yeah, she's the best.
Dope.
And I think she's from Jersey. No, she lived in Connecticut, but I feel like she lives in Jersey for a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, I ran into her on set, and she was like, you got a great look. I like it. And I was like, cool. I didn't know who she was at the time, but I was like, thank you, miss. I appreciate it. Whatever. So we finished up season 2.
She probably knew. She was like, this nigga don't know who I am.
But it's all good. Because I just was happy to be in the mix, like learning, because I think the best teacher is when you in the mix on set.
You learn by doing.
Nothing like doing, right? Like I could talk to somebody about DJing all day. You say but you're not gonna learn it until you mess up.
Till you learn.
I got a story about that for you too. But so being on set, learning all the terms, like that's how I learned, and watching the actors. So I finished up season 2. I forgot all about it, and I got a call. They were from casting background. They were like, "Yo, the producers from Power want your information. They got an audition. They think you might be good for this part." And I was like, "For real?" I thought it was a joke. I said, no, seriously. And so I called them up. They was like, yo, we want you to come and audition. We got this thing for you. So I went, I was prepared. I had been taking some classes and I went, I got the audition, and the rest is history.
That's important. Take classes.
You do have to take some classes, but I feel like sometimes actually doing it and learning from the people who got more experience than you helps you more.
Right.
But at that point, once that happened and I started doing it and I started getting auditions for other things, then I was like, okay, I think this is something I could really do for real. Like that first check when I got it, I was like, Yeah, is this mine? Yeah. I didn't know it was my. I swear to God, I didn't think it was.
He was like, Mom, I'm gonna pay you back all the rent. Thank you for letting me sleep in the room, but I think I'm gonna get me a studio now.
Yeah, nah, I thought it was the wrong number, so I called him to make sure. Like, is mine? Like, you know, just want to make sure because it's not no backseas. Like once I put this in,
no back talk, no back
no
talk.
backseas.
Check
You ain't
is
getting
here.
that money back.
Backseas, yeah.
Oh, we gave you the wrong amount. My bad. We gonna need like $500-600 back. Like, nah, you good. But then once that was when I was like, okay, this is not no fake. This not no play money. It's real money, and I gotta do better so I can get more people that want to, you know, use their money and let me work
And give it to you.
Exactly.
That's the ultimate goal. Have somebody give you the money.
Absolutely.
Your talent will get you there.
I want to pay you to play pretend, and that's the best, man.
So before we jump into like the before we, because you know we gotta ask some questions about power.
I know. January 5th, all questions will be answered. Did I
so
just?
we gonna go there.
So you know the secret.
Every question I would say January 5th.
You know the finales, huh? You know
So,
how it plays out.
No.
So when they give you the script, doesn't it go all the way to the end? No.
For that particular episode, a lot of people think that.
I figure you had the whole story.
I'm sure there's some people at the top who do,
Right.
but like, far as the actors, you only know the episodes you're on.
Yo, listen, man, stop playing.
Nah.
Yeah.
He asked somebody.
I just need to know.
I mean, I have my
you already took your
suspicions.
hit.
I
It's
got my
over.
suspicions. I got my suspicions. They don't.
It's
listen,
over.
I
Who
don't know.
shot Ghost, man?
I don't know. I got my suspicions.
All right, so who do you suspect shot Ghost?
My guess, if it was me guessing, looking at like all the characters, I think it was Tate. And let me tell you why. Y'all
Lorenz
up to date?
Tate.
Yeah, y'all up to date on the show?
Old dog.
Right, exactly. Boom. Look, he had.
Y'all remember him from Menace to Society?
Y'all
Old
remember
dog,
Menace
yo.
to Society? Yo, my man said he don't want no trouble. Anyway, so like I just think he did it because like in my mind, I'm like he had the most to lose. Look, he was gonna be the next governor and he was gonna be working with the DNC, and then Ghost came along and took all that away from him. And the worst part about it was that last episode, Ghost was mad, like, yo, he was being real rude to everybody on the show. He was like, yeah, how you feel now? Yeah, I don't need you, brother. You need me. I was like, ooh. It's like, so for me, my personal opinion, I think it would have to been him. My guess. I could be wrong. But I feel like, yo, I'm mad. You took my job. You took my position. You took my status.
Took the shorty.
Bang, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he took the girl.
That's
He
when
took
it
the
really
girl.
gets personal. When they take the shorty, it really gets personal.
He
It's
took
really,
the promotional chick.
But there's a lot of people that's not going to agree with me. And everybody, all of those people had a real reason to shoot the dude. But I think he did it.
we shall find out.
We shot on January 5th what the truth is.
Are we taking bids and offers? Anybody got bets?
That's a great idea. I was considering doing that too.
Start
Make
a little betting pools. You know what I mean?
You don't believe me? You think I know for real? I really don't. Honestly, folks, y'all listening and watching, I really don't know.
Let me tell you
It's just
something,
a
man.
guess.
Michael Rainey and all of them. I know his moms and all that. We're you know what I mean? I hear you. I'm gonna say that. Y'all know who Michael Rainey is, man.
Shout out
Y'all
to
Google
Michael
him.
Rainey, man. Just turned 19 years old. That boy living his best life, boy.
I think it was your birthday too recently, right? Oh, you got a birthday coming
Yeah, I
up.
got a birthday coming up on December 20th. But they did do like a little surprise thing for me and my family and friends. Some of them came out and surprised me, caught me a little off guard. Did get a little emotional, Thugs don't
How
like
did
to
he
cry.
surprise you?
I was expecting to do some roast jokes about my brother-in-law, and I showed up, and everybody was like, "Boom, surprise!" And I was like, "Yo, what?
Joke's on you.
Yeah, what's going on here?" I didn't even know. I still didn't know what was going on when I walked in. I was like, "What's happening? It's birthday party, man. Walk in." Oh, birthday. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Forgot you got one of those coming.
Facts, because once you turn like 18, what are the big landmark birthdays, right? 18, 21, that's it.
Alcohol.
Right, facts. Lotto tickets.
50.
Right? 50, I don't know.
I don't know either, but those seems like the ones you see a lot of celebrations for.
Yeah. I just kind of forgot it was my birthday, honestly, because I really don't. I just would like chill or something, get like a tattoo or whatever and move along. It's 21 is like, damn, I'm an adult. But 40? Like, what are you celebrating at 40? Damn, I'm still alive. Damn. I got bills. Damn.
You still in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I still live in Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm in East Flatbush. Will not say where.
Okay.
It's not like I gotta do better. I gotta get better at this so I can move because it's like you know what I mean. I love Brooklyn, but it's still the hood, man. And people see me and they
So
thinking
Tommy ain't pay you right, basically.
Yeah, no, I spent the money on Montclair jackets. You see that clothes that Grim was wearing on them shows, boy?
So they
Shout
ain't
out
give y'all
to Frank
clothes? They
Fleming.
ain't get y'all free clothes?
Shout out to Frank Fleming first and foremost. I wish you don't get free clothes. If anything you want, you got to talk to I believe you got to talk to the wardrobe people and you got to buy it. What's killing me though is that I just saw that they have a auction. They like auctioning off some of the set worn clothes that actual actors have worn on set, and I saw the website, and I don't have it offhand, but they are auctioning it off. And I was like, man, I couldn't get a Montclair, I couldn't get that little Ralph Lauren, because a lot of people on my Instagram like, yo, what's that jacket? That jacket is crazy, man. In the last scene, I'm like, yeah, I wanted it too. And get to keep it.
So let me ask you this, man. Aside, so this is something aside from what we're doing. Oprah Winfrey. So 50 stated on the IG post that he feels like she's targeting black men.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that, man?
I mean,
do you feel he's correct? Do you feel he's correct in any way about?
I don't know. I feel like everyone's entitled to their opinion. Right now, this time, it might seem I don't 100% agree with him. I could see why he would say that, because when you got a woman as powerful as Oprah and she does documentaries about everything going on with Michael Jackson, everything was like, it was almost like she believed he did it. I personally don't think he did the stuff that he's being accused of. And then she's come out with this documentary where it's focused on Russell Simmons. And I mean, I feel like there are a lot more people that weren't of color that she could have chose, my opinion. But is Oprah, these are interesting people that she wanted to cover, and that's her choice. She wants to cover these things that people are doing. I don't see a problem with it. Like she's always been a journalist at heart. So her position is to tell a story. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
So either she could tell his story or she could tell the victim's stories. And Oprah has been an advocate for the Me Too movement for a while now. So, she's telling these women's stories. I mean, it's her choice to do it. Do I think it's color based? I don't see it as color based. I just think my opinion is I'm looking at it from like a journalist perspective. She just wants to tell the story. Now, we haven't seen this documentary yet, but when it comes out, if she's not reporting just the facts and she starts taking like personal opinions, that's when it becomes like, all right, you're not reporting the story. Now you're just putting your opinion into it. So we have to see what happens, dog. I mean, some of these stories do have to come out, but at the same time, it's like, people are like, look, I didn't do any of that stuff.
But I guess my biggest question, look at all these white guys, Harvey Weinstein, all these dudes that are getting off, getting bail and, getting excused. Stacey, what about, but she's not going at none of them.
I think it's just her journalistic thing. She chose the story because maybe she knew that by maybe taking Russell Simmons, maybe more people would pay attention to the story, go after Michael Jackson. I don't think Harvey Weinstein's story is interesting in terms of like, his ascension, right, to power. But who's more interesting to do a story on Harvey Weinstein or Michael Jackson, the king of pop or the king of burgers? You know what I'm saying? Like, Harvey Weinstein is a fat fuck, you know what I'm saying? But more people will be interested in seeing a Michael Jackson thing. And it's the same thing I feel like with Russell Simmons. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, Russell Simmons, this guy being Def Jam. Oh, these women have these accusations. Well, this will get us more views because people want to see if it's true. I see what 50's saying. I mean, I don't know who else she's doing a profile on because that's the only name that's come up so far. So we don't know who else she could be doing like a Bill Gates. I mean, I'd be crazy to find out if Bill Gates got some sexual harassment stuff out there because, you see the guy, he don't look like he really harassed nobody.
You think he got the little Mickey pills too?
He wouldn't surprise me. He knows how to make microchips, so he might know how to make little micro pills. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
That's the comedy in you. How's your comedy thing going, man? Is that what brings you happiness?
It is because I get to. It's my own words. It's not like I'm reading telling somebody else. It's my own thought process and the way I say things, and people get it. and I love that. That's what I love. I'm being my own creative.
How much percentage of actor are you as far as comedian? Do you think in your careers, do you lean more towards the acting or more towards comedy?
I feel like I'm doing like 50-50 with both right now. I mean, I love comedy, honestly, because there's nothing like being in front of people, whether you DJing or whether you MC the show, but you just feel that energy. Like when I used to DJ, the energy, when you would play like a certain song, bring it right in the crowd, and I was like, yeah, it's just like with comedy. When I tell that right joke or that punchline, I'll hit that right time, and then people just laugh, and they're like, yo, you stupid, and then I feed off of that. So I do that, and then the acting is kind of like paying the bills, and you get to play pretend, and you get to meet all kinds of people, and I get to provide for my family. So at the same time, I feel like I can do both. People's like, which one do you enjoy more? And I'm like, oh, I like comedy, but this much more than acting. It's like they're both to me.
How busy or how often do you do your stand-up stuff or your comedy stuff?
I try to get up like about 3 or 4 times a week, and
it's a lot.
Yeah, multiple times. It's important to get your stage presence, get your get your comfort level, get your time in. Stay
sharp.
Right, get your joke. It's just like being in the gym. It's like a muscle you got to work out.
Sparring.
Because if you're not, you're not gonna be funny. And I've bombed before in front of crowds.
Really? How does that feel?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. It's like, you know what it feels like? When you're bombing, it's the hottest heat you ever felt in your life. it could be 60 degrees.
You're roasting in the oven at that point.
Yeah, you're cooking because you're trying to find a way to connect to the crowd, and it's not happening, and just quiet. If people are booing, that's not bad, because that means they're paying attention. They want you to do better.
It's the awkward silence.
Right. When people are just quiet and you hear like forks and knives on plates, you don't want a chorus of forks and knives.
You can actually hear the crickets in the background. You hear crickets.
You hear glass and you hear the ice in the glass. You're like, oh man, this
bomb.
Is quiet.
What usually happens after you bomb? Does like the promoter come up to you like, hey man, I can't pay you today, man. It wasn't really good.
Nah. You get paid, regardless. But what happens is
they won't call you back.
No. The host will go up and roast you.
Oh, right.
Great. That's all you need. Energy back up. Then the comics will make fun of you. They'll laugh because nothing more funnier than seeing a comic bomb on stage. It sounds mean, but you ever see one of your boys go up to a girl and try to holler at her? Some girl that's way out of a league. You be like, yo, chill. Nah, I can get it. Yo, chill. Like, I don't think you can. Nah, I gotta go over there. She throws a drink in his face. Y'all just start laughing. It's like that. Like, you
don't want to add insult to injury.
Right,
why not?
You don't want to see him do bad, but hey, if he does, it's entertainment. It's hilarious. Oh, he went up to that girl and she slapped him. Oh, damn.
Oh man,
that's fun.
Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Orlando Jones, are you familiar with him? The actor.
From Mad TV. He did the drum line with Nick Cannon, right? That dude.
Well, he did. He's
the black guy, right?
You ever seen American Gods? That show on.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. He was in that.
The black guy.
Too. Yeah.
He's probably one of the only black guys.
Yep.
So, are you familiar with what's going on with him now? They took him off the show. And it's crazy. What he says is they fired him. He's angry. He's out of the show. They felt he was too black for the show. Like the way he was, his behavior.
What was he rolling black a miles? He was what's you know what I'm saying? Like what is black? Like the black people we fill up a big
So on the show, so for you guys who don't know, like I watched that show. Everybody on there is like a god. So you have like the god of love, you have the god, and he was the god of something. They just felt he was a little too kind of explicit as it relates to his behavior. It was too erratic and they needed to calm his behavior down. He needed to calm his behavior down on the show, like while they're filming. Like, he's playing a character and they don't want this dude doing the joint.
He might have been rolling a black and mild.
Put something in it.
But it's crazy that they would say that because his joint was lively. If you watched him on the show,
I think I remember. I did catch season 1. It was on Starz, by the way.
And they labeled. They said his attitude is the wrong message, and that's why we replaced him.
So it sounds to me, from what you're telling me, I'm not too familiar, but it sounds like you're saying he was doing like a character actor, like he was living the character, trying to stay in it. I mean, other actors do that too.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was playing. He was dope on there.
He was scary. He was with the spiders, right? That was him.
Yeah, he was the black guy with the spider. Yeah, it was only black guy. I think he was only black. Well, there was another lady.
Yeah, it was a lady. Oh, God, it was very. That was that first season. I gotta watch that. She was beautiful.
So she would smash you, and then her joint would eat you up.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
literally.
That's usually what happens in real life if you really think about it.
If you're not careful, right?
It eats you up. It takes your finances, your money.
I told you,
You lose weight. You lose all your house.
Yo, what happened?
Like,
He messed with that girl down the block.
Yo, Kareem, you down there?
you know, that's pretty much a active description of what really happens.
Exactly. I mean, that sucks to hear that. You know, somebody, you know, actor like that worked very hard to get where he's at, and I guess they felt maybe they didn't feel comfortable because we're in a, you know what it is, we're in a different time now too. You know what I mean? Things are changing the way they let things rock on set. So some things you can and cannot do. You got to be very careful how you carry yourself. Even if you're trying to stay in character, you better make sure the people around you know that that's what you're doing. You're not just, you know what I'm saying, like being a creep. You know what I mean? Because that could go not very well for you. There's a couple of actors that I could think of right now who are like, I wish I didn't do some of the things that I did.
It cost him a lot more than he expected.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
You ain't gonna catch me out there like that. I will not be me too'd.
Me too'd. Like that one.
So back to Who Shot Ghost.
All right.
We're really trying to figure out who shot
January 5th on the Starz Network.
Come on, man. You done
Get
with
your
them
subscriptions.
dudes. It's over. You ain't got to worry about that, man.
You know,
we ain't going to tell nobody.
I really, you know, it's crazy. Like, you don't got to believe me if you don't want to, but I tell you, go check Jerry Ferrara. He'll tell you, we don't know what's happened. Like, after, like, whatever episodes.
Can you text Courtney right now and just ask her?
You're assuming that I have her number. I don't. I just, Instagram is it. But listen, folks. Which camera is
man, all cameras on.
All cameras, listen, right folks. Listen, I promise you, we don't know what happens. Unless you make it to that episode, you don't know. And you only know about the episodes that you're on. A lot of the stuff that I, like, figured out was because, you know, I came in after the fact. So, when Proctor's character got killed, I didn't know. Like, I came to the table read the next episode, and I was like, where's Jerry? I was like, maybe he's not on this episode. Till I read the script, and I was like, oh, wow.
He's cutting people off of power. He's cutting them off.
You know, and that was the eerie part. Like, she'd given us a speech, like, you're going to see the room get smaller and smaller and less people. And you just look around, and you're looking around like, wow, the numbers really are going down. It was a little creepy because you're just like, wow, the bodies are dropping. It's like people are disappearing. It's like, but it was an honor to do it, man. I gotta be honest with you, because, you know, they could have just sent Black Grimace to the bathroom and he didn't come back for like 3 or 4 seasons. What happened to Grimace? He went to the bathroom, didn't come back. You know, so
that was a long number 2.
Right?
Pause.
So it was just dope that I was honored to kind of be taken out the way it was, and for as many people to be impacted by it, because I really didn't think people were going to have. I
mean, did you think you were going to be on there for like 3 years?
No, man. And I'm dead ass. I did not think. I thought it was just going to be the one episode in season 3. He gets beat up by Tommy, and that was going to be it. Right. But what I was told was that the writers liked me. They liked, you know, my attitude. I always was professional. I said I came on time. I came there to learn, essentially. Right. So, you know.
So you saying everybody was late, like 50? I'm sorry.
Nah. No, that brother was always on time. Professional. That brother is professional. I don't know
what's his show. It don't mean he could have been late. Come on, he was late, right? On Friday.
Not that I've seen. When he was directing the episodes this season, he was there before me, and I got there on time, and he was already there, just waiting. It was fun to work with that dude.
Do you owe him any money?
I do not. I never borrowed money from him either. I wouldn't ask.
No. You wouldn't ask, right? You don't want the...
How do you ask? Hey, man, can I hold like 50 G's?
Yo, we had a couple of cast members that spit for him. So if you could spit for him, you could ask for money.
It's comfortable. I mean, you know, and the kind of money I would ask him to borrow is not like no money probably he would ask. Like, yo, can I borrow $20 real quick? I'm just going to the block ladies.
Get a sandwich.
You know what I'm saying?
The diet.
Right. We get $20.
Like, yo, Tommy ain't paying me right. You got 50?
There you go. But nah, I don't feel comfortable borrowing money from people.
How did it feel like working with Joseph, which is Tommy, for you guys on?
Joseph Sikora is Tommy. He is a wonderful guy to work with, man. A guy, he takes his job very seriously, and he prepares for it very well. And I learned a lot just by kind of just working on scenes with him. It was a joy. I learned how to conduct myself on set. I learned how to prepare for roles. Like, he would I would ask him, how did you prepare to be this character? He's like, yo, I read books. read books, developed a character. He's from Chicago. You wouldn't hear it in the accent that he uses on the show, but cut and you hear the Chicago. So he even worked on that. So he was ready for it.
Wow.
It was a ton of fun.
Is there a level like when you feel like you're ready for it? Like how do you know when you're super qualified? Like if you say go read for it or something, I'd be insecure. I'm like, I've never acted. I don't know how to do it. How do you know when you're ready for it? How do you know when you're qualified? How do you know when you're a pro and you're not amateurish in acting?
Well, that's it.
Do you feel like you're a pro?
I feel like I have a lot to learn. I'm not where I was probably like 5-10 years ago.
Okay.
But once I started taking it seriously, it's something that you really want to do. Then you start working on yourself as a person, as an actor, learning how to become these different characters.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm on Denzel Washington's level yet. I feel like I could carry a scene.
Okay.
I really feel like I could carry a scene because they gave me some opportunities this past season to do that with a couple of the other actors, and it worked out great. And I also one of the actors on the show also told me that I was a very giving actor, and that's the first time that anyone's ever said that to me. Well, I'm gonna see what you're very giving.
Were you giving away money? Like, what does that mean?
No, energy. It's energy. It's hard to explain. It's like, I feel like in every scene there's like a person who's the aggressor and the person who's like passive. Not certain scenes, not everybody's like back and forth, but it's someone who's the aggressor, and if you can make that person look way more terrifying than what it is, then you've done your part. For example, so there's a scene where, Tommy can't pay the crew. They got to save Tariq, but Tommy can't pay them. We need you to do this for free. And the two guys, Spanky
Did 50
and
ever ask you to do something for free?
Go ahead,
get on.
I got paid for everything on that show.
G-Unit? No.
Yeah, it was like they didn't want to do the job. So one of the scenes a lot of people said that's where they connected with Black Women's characters when he was like, no, we got this, kid's missing. And they had me do it 5 different ways to like say that line, which you got to come up with 5 different like things. And I thought I gave 5 different, choices for them to use. And the one they used, people were like, yo, like, wow, like I really felt like you wanted to save that kid, which is probably why everyone was so upset when I went out, Grimm went out the way he did. That is crazy though. It was just amazing the response that I got.
So when you say 5 different ways, it's like 5 different tones, 5 different attitudes, 5 different...
5 different attitudes. So if we're talking, right, and you ask me, yo, just say, yo, you want to go get a 40 later? Ask me, you want to get a 40 later? I'll give you 5
You want to go get a 40 ounce?
Yeah, I want to get a 40 ounce.
You want to go get a 40 ounce?
Yeah.
You want to get a 40 ounce?
All right.
You want to go get a 40 ounce?
Okay, what's good, man? Who's going? You know what I mean? Like, it's just 5 different types of energy levels.
But it's the same question, same
right, it's the
answer,
same question.
but different. I got it.
So you get different energies and stuff. I got to say, yeah. Yo, kid's missing. Kid's missing. I could say angry. I could say it like concerned.
Sad, depressed, right.
I could be like, yeah, the kid's missing. Like, why y'all don't want to help?
Right.
Or the serious, like, yo, kid's missing. So it was that was...
You learned that in acting school?
Huh?
Is that something I'm going to learn when I go to acting school one day?
Possibly, but okay. I learned that being on set from some of the actors I work with. I feel like that's a lot of the tricks and tools I've learned is from on set. School helps, but like I said, I'm not trying to tell people go out there and spend hundreds of dollars because a lot of these acting classes are very expensive. Take a few seminars, but if you're in school for acting, stay in school, get your degree. All right, I'm not, degrees are important.
The titles are important.
Right.
Are we going to do that 5 times?
Degrees are important. Degrees are important. Degrees, they're important. Like how I'm looking at both cameras. Like,
it's like you're doing a radio commercial.
Exactly.
Doing different tones. I like it.
Yeah. I got my radio voice too. We never even... I meant to, you know what? How much time do we have? I don't want to chew it all up telling y'all old stories.
You got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes.
I got 20 minutes to go, or we did 20?
No, you got 20 minutes more. Like, 30, 40, whatever long you want to stay. Whenever you want to leave, you can leave.
You remember when I was telling you about being booed when I was DJing?
Oh,
I want
damn.
to tell you this.
I thought you got booed as a comedian. You got booed DJing and comedian?
Nah, that happened.
Have you ever got booed as acting?
Maybe because you were trying to be like that other person from that other station.
No, he didn't drop a bomb at a party.
Y'all wild. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm staying out of it. But What happened was I was DJ at this place called Bogies in Albany. Used to be called 518s, and I was DJ, and I think it was Ludacris. He just come out with that song. What was that first single?
Move, bitch.
Nah.
It's
It
Your
was
Fantasy?
Your Fantasy, yeah. And this is when, for you millennials, used to DJ with records. I had my needles, I had my records and everything. What happened was the record had gotten scratched, and my boy that I was DJing was like, "Yo," he's like, "Don't use it." And I was like, "Nah, I gotta play it. You don't use it. I just put a quarter on top so it won't bounce."
I know what you're talking about.
It was. I'm talking
Damn, nigga, a quarter on top of the
on the needle.
That's kind of
Come on,
heavy,
man.
but yeah.
You know about that. You
You
never
used to
put
put
a
a penny.
I ain't
a
never
penny.
DJ. He
Exactly.
might know about that.
Oh man, all
No,
right,
but
so,
quarter so they
But
can
what
hold
I'm
the
thinking
needle
is
down.
1989 is a number.
Get down.
So
Nah, you
it's
funny.
still skipped.
Yeah, man, it skipped, and it was in the middle of the hottest part of the party, like right there, like 1:30 when
Peak time.
and it was right when that song was coming on. It was hot, and it just went, what's your fat? What's your fat? What's your fat? And they turned around, and there was a window, so everybody could see me. They turned around and started booing, boo, boo. My boy, he was standing right next to me. He just kind of like fades to the back.
He's like,
Gotta wait
I
for
need
that
to get
big
higher
boo.
here again.
Dog, I had to switch that record so quick, but it didn't help. They booed, but it was because
Your
they
record
wanted
skipped.
to.
That was how it worked back then. Your record skip. You got to sit there and
Right.
face it.
You didn't want to get caught DJing in the wind either. That was another bad time to be DJing when it was
Listen,
windy.
man, I
Just
love
never know the
vinyl
struggle.
and I love the culture of hip hop and the vinyl stuff, but in reality, like the music is too loud, too much bass, your record skips. Somebody bumps the table, the record
Record
skips.
skips,
The
yeah.
record scratch, the record skips. Like there's so many different things. Like if it's windy, the record
Record
skips.
skips.
Like no matter what,
Record
you was,
zoop, zoop.
and then you
Oh.
gotta stand there and get booed. Like,
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I'm just trying to bring y'all some music, man. Shut up, man. All right.
that's crazy. You
That's
have any
what I like,
comedy
bro.
shows coming up? We would like to check you out at that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm working on producing my own. Because I've been at Caroline's New York Comedy Club, and it's very hard for me to get, believe it or not, to get spots at those clubs.
Mm.
Yeah, it's very competitive.
It is.
Like Caroline's is no joke. Like
It
it's
is.
a premier club.
And there's a lot of comics, and the truth of the matter is, in my estimation, that a lot of people feel like I should be further along with the comedy, but the problem is I don't think a lot of these club promoters or whoever watch the shows that I'm on. If Power was on like NBC, I'd probably be okay, but it's not. It's on a premium cable network, and it's everybody watches it, but mostly minorities watch it. So the people who run in these clubs, they're not
Right.
they're not in that level. Some people do know, so they know me, so I get in from time to time. But I just feel like for me, it would be better to produce my own thing. So I'm working on producing my own show. Something in Brooklyn is coming up.
You doing other comedians?
Is that the name of it? Something in Brooklyn, or
It's just going to be something.
That's kind of
in
a dope
Brooklyn.
name, though,
Isn't
Something in
it something
Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn? Something in Brooklyn comedy.
my
show.
credit? We on video. Yeah, homie. See, I get
I
my
need
little
10% of the-
producer
10%
credit
of the
over there.
gross.
Me and Raymo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, crazy.
That's not a bad idea, actually. But
Something in Brooklyn. I'm
yeah.
telling you, that'd be dope. Think about it. Something in Brooklyn.
I am working on getting something together in Brooklyn and doing it myself, because there's a lot of comedians that I look up to, specifically PD Diablo. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but watch out for PD, because he's next. He's on next. Like, he runs with Michael Che, Ilana Glazer, very funny comedian. He did it his own way. Like, he was in a couple of comedy clubs, but he built himself up, and to the point where whenever he does a show somewhere, it's always a crowd that goes there.
Right.
He doesn't have to like do a whole bunch of promo. He just puts it out, and then all the people that have been following him for all these years go.
You gotta follow. You gotta
Right.
follow.
So that is what I want to work towards. Get myself to the to that point where I got crowd just wherever I put a show up, they just come out because it's me. They like me.
I saw somewhere that you're a huge fan of D.L. Hughley. What's up with that guy? Have you worked with him?
No, I actually did. I never worked with him before. I did an interview on another station, and I got to meet him. And I thought the meeting would go completely different, but the lady who introduced me to him introduced me as, yo, you know him? He's the guy that got beat up on Power. Remember that? And I was like,
Damn.
I was like, man, ain't that a bitch? That's your name? Beat up on Power? I was like, I was like, why could I just say my name first? Then you could tell him that I was on the show and that's what
So
happened.
you said, my name is Avery. He said, damn, that's worse than getting beat up on Power.
Nah, it's cool. I would love to work with DL, man. As a dope dude, he's very funny. I would have loved to work with Bernie Mac. Also, was one of my favorite comedians.
Oh, yeah, man. Great
Mac,
guy.
man, rest in peace, man. That was one of my favorite comedians, man.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
So this is the question of the day.
Okay.
Some people feel that they have to shoot their shot whenever, regardless of the situation, knowing funerals can be the highest emotional place to do it.
Are you trying to say that you go pick up a girl at a funeral?
Would you pick up a girl at a funeral? Matter of fact, would you get busy with a girl the day after or the day of a funeral?
Like try to get their number, try to holler at them at a funeral.
I'm talking about smashing. Would you pick up you at a funeral?
You know what? I don't
see. Yes or no, and why?
Man, if it's just as cut and dry as that, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I wouldn't have a problem with smashing a funeral. Like, but there's
smashing a funeral,
right? But but I'm just saying, like, look, let me explain. If there's not somebody that's directly related to like you smashing the wife and the husband's in the casket, that's kind of messed up.
That's different.
But if it's his cousin and you're at the repast and you both drinking, you kind of hit it off. Hey, would you go upstairs real quick? All right, cool. Who's hurt? It's not disrespectful. You went to the funeral already. You paid your respects. Now it's time to get your respects. You know what I'm saying?
Put some respect on my name.
That's right.
Go ahead, Grimace.
Why not? No, who you hurting? Right? The guy's gone. Whoever this is passed. You went to the funeral. You cried a lot. Now it's time to cry tears of joy. You know what I'm saying?
Tears of joy.
Yeah.
I think weddings are more, easier than funerals.
I agree.
Weddings is always a win-win.
Because everybody.
A chick be at a wedding and she just melting watching the fairy tale wedding, and then she's in a vulnerable state.
Yeah, I had a few. Yeah, I've been to a few weddings where everybody's drinking, so it's easy. You go, you have a good time on the dance floor. It's like you get
love is in the air.
Bingo! You get all the single people because of the stupid garter toss. You know who's single. It's like, all right, cool.
Target,
moving right there. That's it.
Mission accomplished.
Bingo.
Any weddings coming up?
No, you got a wedding?
Nah, I mess with you.
I'm just kidding. Oh. So listen, man, we definitely want to thank you for coming out and hanging out with us, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Anything you want to promote, anything you want to let people know about you, where they can find you?
Facts. So you can find me on all social media at Big Kev Comedy. That's Instagram, that's Twitter. Feel free. Bushwick. Bingo. There you go. Park Slope, East Flatbush, Big Kev Comedy. I got a YouTube channel I'm going to be like relaunching. I had one out earlier, but it was kind of trizash or basura, as the Latino
guy would say.
Bingo. So I'm relaunching that soon. And just look out for some stuff. I've just been auditioning. A lot of people ask me, what are you working on? What are you working on next? And, I'm working on becoming a better comedian, a better actor, and everything takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So you will see me on some other stuff. Look out for it. I will say this. They do have, you guys are fans of Power, they have a contest for people to come join us to watch the series finale, the undisclosed
location. What day is that?
Now that I don't know. I know we coming back on January 5th.
How they got you ready to go be somewhere and they ain't tell you what day?
I mean, I don't know when it's airing. I don't.
You just know when they call you, I'm there, right?
Bingo. That's it. That's it. So
I bet you he knows when his bank deposits come in for that show.
Yeah, why not? This is the date. So his quarterly check. Where that check at? But they got a contest coming up, so people could enter to come join the cast on some realness and come out and watch the series finale with us and rub elbows with all the stars. So
that's what's up.
You should do that. I think you should enter that. It'd be cool.
Really?
Yeah, I think you should, man. Try it. Shoot your shot. Right?
You can do it. You can do it.
Exactly.